by asking me if AI content can be actually approved for Google AdSense. Yes, and the truth here is that yes, AI content can be approved for Google AdSense, but there are certain things that you need to put into place before Google accepts you for Google AdSense approval. If in case you are writing AI content, all right. Now, still talking about AI content mostly. AI content based on Google AdSense is classified as a low valued content. Yes. So in order for you to get your AI content being approved for Google AdSense, then it needs to be of high value. Yes. And mostly when we talk about your content being high valued, yes, one, before an AI content will be approved for Google AdSense, one, it needs to be helpful. So it needs to be original. When I say original, I mean it should be plagiarism free. Yeah. So once it is helpful, two, it is original, then three, it shouldn't be intended to manipulate search engine in a way that now there are some people that will be writing certain blog posts in order to get the post optimized on search engine rather than focusing on Google AdSense. Yes. And one thing I've noticed about Google is that if you're writing content and the content you're writing is to manipulate search engine optimization because you think maybe if you are able to optimize a blog post for search engine optimization, you'll be able to get Google AdSense approval, and it's not going to work for you. All right. So if you're writing content, one, and if it is original, and then two, it is free, plagiarism free, and then three, the content is not intended to manipulate search engines, then that is Google per se, then you are likely to get Google AdSense approval. All right. But talking about all those things, now one thing I've also noticed about all those blog posts that we write is that if the post is intended for SEO and also for Google AdSense approval, that post is classified as a spam post. Yes, it is classified as a spam post and it goes against Google AdSense policy. So if you are to write content and then it is AI generated, then there are certain principles you need to follow in order for you to get your blog post approved for Google AdSense. And by the way, within this video, I'm going to provide you with a script that you'll be using to write your content in order for you to get Google AdSense approval. And this script is going to follow every set of rules that I provide to you in this post. So stay tuned, watch to the end, and then you will get, by the way, and also again, now, even though I'm providing the script, if you are not watching the full video, you're not going to get the password to the script. So you will need to watch the full video in order for you to get the password to the script so that you can use the script on ChatGPT. So how can you change your content into a content that is going to be approved by Google AdSense? All right. So here are some key points you would have to put into your head. Now, one, the post must be human written. Yes, it should be human written. Two, the post should be original. It shouldn't be found on other websites. It should be plagiarism free. Then three, you should be focusing on the EG80 principle from Google. I'll talk about them all also in this video. Right? Now, I'm talking about human edited. Now, AI could produce you with articles, but if this article is not sounding like a human written kind, it is going to be difficult for Google AdSense to approve your blog or even show your blog on Google search in that manner. All right. So the moment you write with AI content, it is best you edit your blog post. You edit your blog post in a way that you try to put in ideas that are from you. Yes, put in ideas that are from you, not completely from AI. You can edit certain part of it and put in ideas from you. The moment you put those ideas into place, you are likely to get Google AdSense approval. Then the second thing is it should be plagiarism free. And when you're writing articles, make sure those articles you're writing are not found on other websites. Yes, those blog posts that you write, make sure you are using plagiarism detectors to detect if the blog posts you're writing are not found on any other blog or any other website. Then to the third thing that I said, that is the EE80. Now, what is the EE80 all about? Now, when it comes to Google Search Console, Google Search, or to all search engines, there is a focus on this EG80, which is a principle. And talking about this EE80, you might be asking, what is it about? All right. So this EE80, one is experience, two is expertise, three being authoritativeness, and then the last one being trustworthiness. All right. So these four things come into place when it comes to Google AdSense approval when you're writing a blog post. And as I say, you would need to focus on experience. You would need to focus on expertise. Then you would need to focus on authoritativeness, and then you need to focus on trustworthiness. So these four things, if you put them on your blog post, you are likely to get Google AdSense approval. But how do you put this into place for you to get Google AdSense approval? Now, this EG80 thing I'm talking about is actually a principle from Google Search Console or Google Search or Google themselves. And if you're writing content that has these four principles within them, you are likely to get Google AdSense approval if your blog posts are well written. Yes. So, how do you focus on writing EG80 content? I'm going to be taking these four principles and I'll be explaining them to you whilst you go with me. And I'm sure when you at the end of this video, if you're able to go with me throughout this video, yes, you will understand how to write a blog post from now onwards in order for you to prepare yourself for Google AdSense approval. All right. So let's talk about one. Let's talk about the experience. All right. Now, talking about the experience, that is when mostly in your blog post, you'll be like, I have tried this in 2 weeks before. I have done this before. I have used this before. And those kinds of statements that you make. Yes, that shows that you have experience in what you are doing. The main aim is you are trying to prove to people that what you're trying to teach them, you have done it before or you have tried it before. Yes. So one thing about writing that blog post is that whilst you're writing those blog posts, Google is expecting you to prove that you have done it before and it needs to be shown to people to do it. But there are situations whereby you might be writing certain blog posts and it is true you are showing experience, but those blog posts might already be on other websites. Yes. So sometimes it's going to be difficult for you to get Google AdSense approval unless one, you show expert in what you are doing. So now I'm speaking about experience. Now let's talk about experts in what I'm trying to talk about. Now, whilst you're writing your blog post, there are a lot of bloggers out there writing blog posts. Yes. Some are writing less than 500 words and they are ranking. Some are writing less than 600 and then the rest. Yes. So the main aim here is for you to show that you are an expert in what you are doing and to show expert in what you are doing or what you are writing. This is what I want you to do. Now, the next time you write a blog post, I want you to create outlines for your blog post. Instead of solving a particular problem within your blog post, try solving several problems within one blog post. So something like, now let's take an example. I might be talking about how to create a channel on YouTube. Now, the main concept here is to talk about how to create a channel on YouTube. But how about how to create a channel on YouTube? Then how to get subscribers on YouTube as a second portion of it in one. Then maybe another one like how to promote your channel to continue getting more subscribers. Now it's like I'm writing three topics in one blog post or in one kind of post, yes, article. Yes. So with this kind of article, it is likely for Google to actually take this kind of blog post and show it on their search console. And also likely for you to get Google AdSense approval because you are solving several problems in one particular post and rather writing less than 500 posts. So now the main aim here, or the main focus here is for you to extend your writing techniques. Yes. Now instead of writing less than 600 words or 500 words, then it will be better you start writing 1200 or 1000 plus words. That is to show you are an expert in what you are doing. Yeah. So now we are showing experience in what we are teaching, that we know what we are teaching. Now we are giving more posts to show that we are expert in what we are doing. All right. So right from there, once you are done with writing this section, then the next section is the authoritativeness. Now, with authoritativeness, you already created these kinds of pages. Yes, you have already created the about us, the contact us, and then all those things. So you already have those links on your blog. All right. And still again on authoritativeness, mostly if you visit certain blogs, yes, there are blogs that write posts and then include certain kinds of links to other links, and they send them. Those links are connected to reputable links. They are connected to links that are trustworthy. They are connected to links that in the future they are not going to be termed as broken links. Take an example. Wikipedia per se is not going to be a website that is going to be in the future lost or something. No. So if you are referring blog posts, maybe a word in a blog post from your site to Wikipedia, it shows you are what you are trying to teach others is actually on point. Yes, you have a source that can prove that okay, this is what you are talking about. Yes. So once you are showing authoritativeness all over the world using the links, citations, and then all those things, then the last one I'll talk about is the trustworthiness. Now, you need to show trust on your blog. Yes, Google needs to see that trust on your blog before they will approve your blog for AdSense approval or show your blog post on Google. All right. And for you to show that trustworthiness, you create these 5 essential pages: the terms and condition, the privacy policy, contact us, about us, Then I think another one which maybe I didn't mention. So yes. Now once you have all these pages on your blog, anytime Google bots goes through your blog or cross through your blog or cross through, let's say, a particular blog post, yes, it is connected to those pages. So if in case, let's say, you're writing about, again, how to start a channel on YouTube, and in your about us, which is shown on your blog, it is also talking about you teaching people how to create social media accounts and the rest. That shows that yes, you have that kind of trustworthiness that people can trust you. Yes, you have already showed experience. You have showed that you are an expert in what you are doing. And you have already showed you are authoritative to certain links on your blog. So once Google is connecting to this and then he's seeing that, okay, fine, your blog is connected to other links. Yes. And it shows you are actually having that kind of authority on what you are trying to teach people. Yes. And then you also have those kinds of pages that proves that this is the work you are doing. Yes, then you are likely to get Google AdSense approval. So in all, and what is low EEAT then? All right. So me personally, I would say when we say talk about EEAT, I would say one, if you're writing copied content, then you're writing a low EEAT content. Yes. And you are not going to get Google AdSense approval. Why? Because this blog post is already found on other blogs. Yes. And apart from that, if your blog is lacking the contact us and then about us page, you are not showing any kind of trustworthiness. Yes. So it is going to be difficult again for Google to show your blog on search engine or for your blog to get Google AdSense approval. All right. And then apart from that, if you're writing blog posts without images, no screenshots, no reference, you are not going to get Google AdSense approval. Yes. So the main aim here is for you to be writing high GGAT content where this content is plagiarism free. It is not found on any other website. And apart from that, it has a good bio. That is with the contact us and then the about us page. Yes. And also make sure your blog post is very fast. Yes. When it comes to accessing, it is very fast. That is why mostly I recommend you using the Wooz, because Wooz doesn't have a lot of gadgets on them for loading to look difficult on them. Yes. And then apart from that, make sure, as I said, you have the important pages on your blog. And by the way, you've watched to this ending. The password for the script that I'm going to provide is the same GGAT. All right. And GGAT, then 2. All right. So GGAT 2. So if you have that password now, you can go to the description box, download the script, enter this password, and then start using the script. And you might be asking, how do you use the script? Now, within the section of the script, you are asked to put in a title. Yes. So just put in your title around that section, then copy it, send it to ChatGPT, and then send it to ChatGPT. And once you send it to ChatGPT, ChatGPT is going to write an article for you. Perfect. Once ChatGPT is done writing that article for you, you're going to copy that article. Then you're going to send it to your blog post. Now, just publish it inside. Then copy it again and then send it to any plagiarism detector to make sure that blog post is not found on any other website. So once you are done with that and the blog post is not found on any other website, you can check if it is human generated or it's AI generated, just to make sure it is human generated. And once it is done with that, you can then publish it on your blog post.